Hello Twin Flames, this is Victoria and I'm here with your daily energy check. Welcome to this reading, welcome to my channel, whether you're new or you're coming back. I appreciate you all guys tuning in and joining me for this conversation today. As always, we're going to be looking at what's going on with Twin Flame Collective, with feminines, with masculines, but today is going to be a little bit special edition reading. It's connected with the partial solar eclipse that's coming up just a few hours from now. For me, it's tomorrow, depending on when you're watching. Obviously, it could be even on the same day. It's mostly visible from southern hemisphere, specific areas, but roughly. So if you're in the southern hemisphere, there's a good chance that you will be able to catch it. For the rest of us, we'll still gonna be impacted by the energy of the eclipse, and this is a solar eclipse in Taurus. So we spoke about Taurus energy a lot recently, especially since we're in Taurus season. We have North Node in Taurus, so all of these things, they amplify this time and this energy, or rather the eclipse amplifies the Taurus energy. And another thing to keep in mind is that solar eclipses, they kind of bring about, they accelerate the speed of when the new opportunities and the new beginnings come into our life. So whatever it is on our destined path, whatever is being attracted by our own energy, is being kind of speed up and amplified during this time. So you may be expecting to hear some news, to see some new opportunities knock on your door when you least expect it, or maybe you're even pushed to make some hard decisions for those opportunities to come into your life, right? So be on the watch, be on the lookout for those. And today we're going to take a look and maybe provide additional guidance for you on what's coming up. And you see even my party lights are on. They're actually new lights, but yeah, they are specially put up for the eclipse event. We will have another eclipse mid-May. It will be a lunar eclipse, but you know, every eclipse counts. Okay, so I'm going to start with an oracle deck. I'm going to start with the Whispers of the Ocean. Let's see, what do we have, what's going on with Divine Hand. So today the reading will be, of course, what's happening with the energies as we speak, because it is relevant. We are in the eclipse energy already. And also how to best utilize this time. I'm going to pull some cards from the Angel Therapy at the end. But now we're going to see what's happening with the energy, with the twin flame connection, and what kind of new beginnings are brought about. Okay, that will be the additional question today for each of the twins. If you like what I'm doing, if you like this video, don't forget to click the like button, to subscribe to my channel, to leave a comment. I appreciate it, guys, because it helps me circulate these messages with more people. Of course, if you're interested in a personal reading, do not hesitate to reach out. I'm gonna start getting ready for my trip to Sedona. It's coming up next week, but I'm still taking up requests. As much as I can do before I leave, I will handle those. If I see that certain requests start kind of going into the riskier space where I may not be able to handle them right away, I will let you know. Okay, so we have a card, take note, for Divine Feminist, number 22. Master number, about collaboration and co-creation. Your answers are being given to you. Quiet and external voices and excessive noise will give you the chance to hear what is being offered. So if you're asking questions, you basically, your guides are telling you that you know, you'll need to quiet the external noise to hear the answers. What about Divine Masculines? What do we have? Okay, we have number 14, single-mindedness. Choose your own path and what is best suited to you. So this is single-mindedness in a positive sense, meaning that you don't have to go with the flow. You can choose what suits you specifically. Okay, very interesting cards. Great beginning of the reading. Let's move on to tarot now. So what do you see? What's the energy like for Divine Feminine Collective at this time? What's happening with Divine Feminine energy? Three of Pentacles, the divine collaboration, love it. Okay, what about masculines? I'll put some clarifiers as well. In this specific deck, it's actually more about being a master teacher and embracing your role as a light worker and sharing your knowledge with those who need it. Okay, for the masculines, we have Seven of Swords. Interesting. Okay, now what's happening with the connection? Two cards, Judgment and Two of Swords. I think we had both of them in yesterday's reading in a bit different positions, but still. And now, what new beginnings are brought about by this solar eclipse for Divine Feminine Collective? For the twin flames, Divine Feminines watching this video. Wow, interesting. 10 of Wands and the 5 of Pentacles. Some of the least favorite cards in the deck, but we'll see where it takes us. What about Divine Masculines? What new beginnings are brought about for Divine Masculine Twin Flame Collective? In here we have the Page of Pentacles. Lovers at the bottom of the deck. Okay, please clarify. Please clarify Three of Pentacles for the feminines. Please clarify Seven of Swords for masculines. Okay. Please clarify Two of Swords and Judgment for the connection. Please clarify Ten of Wands and 5 of Pentacles for feminine. Please clarify Page of Pentacles. You see quite a few pentacles here, but clarified by 6 of Pentacles. It makes sense because we are speaking about Taurus energy, and Taurus is Earth and is Pentacles being Tarot. Okay, Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck here. So yeah, there's definitely going to be some clarity and truth coming out during this time, apart from anything else going on. So for the feminines, we have the Three of Pentacles clarified by the Magician and Three of Cups. So what I'm getting here is Divine Feminine is felt guided to kind of move forward with this light worker mission, with taking on more of a leadership approach, and seeing like how this can benefit. And I'm getting with this card, in this case, it's about bringing more joy and happiness to people, right? Bringing more of those occasions, you know, turning things around. I'm hearing turning the frown upside down, you know, for other people, where maybe they wouldn't see normally positivity, opportunities for finding happiness, showing them that way to happiness, in this case, to fun approach to manifestation, right? How it can be easy, how it can be fun. It doesn't have to be painful, doesn't have to, abundance doesn't have to come after, you know, trials and tribulations. It could be easier than that. So something about it, it's really cool. And yeah, as discussed with the Oracle card, it's important to get yourself into that, you know, space where you are grounded, where you have some time for yourself, you have that, you know, quiet time where you can actually hear the downloads, hear your own voice. And especially if you're lacking ideas, as I'm saying this now, if you're still thinking like, what does it mean for me? You don't have any specific steps to take on, you know, your guides are trying to get through to you with those. So just find a way to listen and to hear them. Okay, for the masculines, we have Seven of Swords clarified by Star in reverse. So masculines will see where some of their goals and hopes have been faulty, have been a bit artificial, where they either didn't know the true intentions of people around them, and those hopes were connected with other people, with those people. So now they can see clearly that that's not gonna come through, or it's not gonna be honest and pure, and they don't want it that way, right? So it's about, with this single-mindedness card, it's about choosing your way, even if it means that you're gonna go against the flow, or you're gonna choose a completely new path, because you understand that the current one is not gonna get you to your dreams and to that happy place that you're looking for, right? To your fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, first and foremost. And there may be a challenge, I'm getting another message, to find this new way and to have to stay encouraged to look for new people, new ways. But yeah, basically divine masculines may have to go through a bit of a downtime phase where there may not be as much of activity because of this disenchantment with their previous dreams, hopes, and even people that they trusted, right? So it takes time to recover from that, to heal from that, and to kind of refocus. But it's definitely going to come through. And there is especially with this card for both of the twins, there is divine intervention into ending the anxiety, ending the doubts for both of the twins, right? Maybe for divine feminine it's more about mission, maybe for the masculine it's more about their karmic patterns and certain relationships. But in any case, there was a bit of a doubt which way to go, which way is the highway. It wasn't always obvious what's the right thing to do. And it caused a lot of anxiety and even panic sometimes for the twins, right? That I'm wasting time, or I'm making a mistake, I'm gonna regret it, stuff like that. So there is a divine intervention with this Judgment card to show the way and to highlight, even if there were some choices that led to uncovering that maybe they were not the best choices, or people were not truthful, were not loyal to the idea, other people involved. But at least it was very valuable from the learning perspective for the twins, that it showed them some new flavors of what karmic patterns could be and how to overcome them and why people act a certain way, right? And because I'm getting here that for a lot of DMs, in these scenarios where they saw it as something artificial and not truthful, the people involved would not necessarily want to trick them, to manipulate them. But it's a very different frequency of where different people are coming from. And some of them cannot do better than that, because they're just not there with the level of consciousness and with the vibration level of their energy, right? But that also doesn't mean that the twins have to stick with those people in those scenarios just because they realize that those people are doing the best that they can, right? Because if our energies don't match, there's always going to be some sort of a struggle. And it's not going to be a win-win situation in any case. It doesn't mean that you'll never be, that person's never going to be in your life again. Maybe it's just that at this moment, it's not a great match, right? And it's not a great idea to stick around and to, to cling to each other. As for advice, for the feminine, we have, this kind of negative cards about lack mentality, about taking on too much. And we have the World card that says that there is, there's a divine intervention, there's help to kind of get this closed out, right? The new beginnings will be like a fresh start, like a lighter weight, right? Where you don't have to focus too much on these areas, right? It doesn't mean that it's gonna go away completely, but at least you'll have a lot more space and energy to focus on building new rather than handling the old stuff. That's interesting. For the masculines, the advice is to start working on some new projects or new partnerships where there will be an honest and equal exchange of the energy. So I was just talking about those artificial things and people who are not necessarily on the same energetic wavelengths. So this is asking divine masculines to use this eclipse energy to find new opportunities, or to at least to jump on those opportunities, because it's likely they're going to be sent. They're going to be available naturally, but use those opportunities and find new people, new ideas, new passions that you can pursue that would be healthy, would be equal give and take. And at least, like, you cannot always count it exactly, right? But at least it will feel good, right? That's the main definition. That's the first and foremost definition of whether some sort of collaboration or interaction with whoever, whatever, is healthy or not. Does it feel good, or it feels like something's off? If something's off, then it is asking you for going deeper, because maybe it's just not as visible, but there is some imbalance there, right? And divine masculines have a great opportunity to find something that will be very balanced and will be even healing, I'm hearing, both for them and for others involved. It's pretty cool. Okay, to finish off, a card for each of the twins from the angel therapy. So what's the angel advice for divine feminine at this time about spiritual journey, personal growth? Okay, another card to pick up. Cancel, clear, delete. Yeah, that makes sense with the 10 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles. Use only positive words and thoughts as they are rapidly manifesting into form. Ask the angels to cancel the effects of past negative thinking. So yeah, it's specifically about your thinking and the way I'm getting with this world card as a clarification here, the way you see the world, right? So focusing on the positive aspects of any experiences is going to be very important right now. What about divine masculines? What's the card of advice for the masculines? Power animal. Your animal spirit guide is a guardian to you and is helping you with this situation. So whichever animal you feel guided to kind of listen to be with at this time, it's going to be powerful. If you don't have any animals at your disposal, this can be just as well just going to the nature, observing animal life, or it even can be calling in animal spirits. If you know who's your animal spirit, that's even easier. If you don't, you can just do a more generic sort of prayer or meditation to them, and yeah, you'll hear their voice. It's very earthly energy as well. So again, it seems very logical with the whole Taurus energy. Okay, I hope this has been useful to you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you are gonna make the most out of this eclipse energy. Let me know how it goes for you, and I'll be back with more readings very soon. Bye everyone.